Crikey, it's croc egg time. Wow, crocodiles. Aren't they just amazing creatures, mates? These reptiles are ancient. They roamed the earth with dinosaurs. Can you believe that? Crocs are super strong and they are very, very important animals in our world. Here at Australia Zoo, we absolutely love them. Their life cycle is truly incredible, so let's dive in like a croc into a billabong. We're going to explore their journey from a tiny egg. It's going to be a wild adventure for sure. You'll learn so much about these magnificent beasts. First up, let's talk about the mama croc. She's a busy girl when it's nesting time. She has to find the perfect spot for her precious eggs. Usually it's near the water, so the little ones can get there easily, but it also needs to be safe from floods. She doesn't want her nest washed away. Then she builds a massive mound, using mud, leaves, and all sorts of plants. This nest acts like a natural incubator, keeping the eggs warm. She works tirelessly, this dedicated mother, to prepare a safe haven. Once the nest is just right, it's egg-laying time. A mother crocodile can lay a whole heap of eggs, sometimes it's around 20. But some big mamas can lay up to 80 eggs. That's a huge family in the making, isn't it? Crocodile eggs aren't hard like chicken eggs, you know. They have a tough leathery shell, which is quite different. She carefully buries them deep inside the nest. This protects them from the hot sun and it keeps them hidden from hungry predators. What a clever mum she is to think of all that. And her job isn't over yet, not by a long shot. This devoted mama stays close to her nest. For about 3 long months, she stands guard over her clutch. She's a fierce protector of her unborn babies. She'll chase away any goannas, big lizards, or other animals. Anything that might try to sneak a feed of her eggs, she'll see off. She is incredibly patient and very, very brave. You wouldn't want to mess with a mother crocodile guarding her nest. She's a true wildlife warrior, dedicated to her young ones. Hatching out, the great escape. After about 80 to 90 days, something magical happens in the nest. Can you hear that? It's a tiny chirping sound, like little birds. The baby crocs are ready to hatch out from their shells. They start making these little calls from inside their eggs. It's their special way of telling Mum, "We're ready, Mum, come get us out." The mother crocodile listens very carefully for these important sounds. She knows it's time for her babies to see the world for the first time. It's a very exciting time in the crocodile world. A new generation is about to begin its amazing journey. Now, this is where Mum shows her gentle side, believe it or not, even with those massive jaws and all those big, sharp teeth. She carefully starts to dig away the nest material. She has to be very precise so she doesn't hurt the fragile eggs. Sometimes, she'll even gently pick up an egg in her mouth, and she'll roll it around to help the little hatchling break free. She might also carry her newly hatched babies in her mouth. She takes them down to the safety of the water. It's amazing how gentle such a powerful animal can be with its offspring. Hello world, little crocs. These baby crocodiles, or hatchlings as we call them, are tiny. They are usually only about 20 to 30 centimeters long when they first emerge. And that's about the length of a school ruler, so pretty small. They look like perfect miniature versions of their big, impressive parents. But they are very soft and very vulnerable at this early stage of life. The big wide world can be a scary and dangerous place. There are lots of dangers lurking for a small baby croc out there. They need to learn fast to survive the challenges ahead. Luckily, Mum is still around to help her little ones. She doesn't just leave them to fend for themselves straight away. Oh no, she's a good mum, a fantastic mum. She will stay with her group of hatchlings for quite some time. This group of baby crocs is sometimes called a creche or a pod. She protects them for several weeks or even a few months in some cases. She guards them from predators like big fish, eagles and herons. Even other, larger crocodiles might try to eat them. Mum gives them a much better chance of survival. What a legend. Growing up wild, the juvenile journey. Life as a young crocodile is full of dangers and daily challenges. It's a real struggle for survival out there in the wild rivers and swamps. Sadly, many baby crocs don't make it through their first year of life. There are just so many things that want to eat them when they're small. Big wading birds like storks and herons are a constant threat from above. Large predatory fish are always looking for an easy snack in the water. Even big turtles might try to munch on a small, unsuspecting croc. Young crocs have to be constantly alert and aware of their surroundings. So, what do these little tackers eat to grow big and strong? Well, they start small with tiny meals. Tiny baby crocs mostly hunt for insects like beetles and spiders. They'll also snap up little shrimp, tadpoles, and very tiny fish. As they grow a bit bigger, their diet naturally changes and expands. They start catching slightly larger prey items like frogs, small crabs, and bigger insects. They are learning the art of the ambush from a young age, hiding amongst the reeds or in shallow water, waiting patiently for their meal to come close. Then, snap! Dinner is served for the little hunter. Crocodiles are reptiles, and one amazing thing about them is they keep growing. They grow throughout their entire lives, which can be many decades. But this growth is quite slow, especially in the early years. It takes a long, long time for a little hatchling to become a giant adult. As they grow, they shed their skin, much like snakes do. This allows their bodies to expand. They get a little bit longer and a little bit heavier each year. They are slowly transforming from vulnerable babies into the formidable predators they are destined to be, rulers of their domain. As they continue to grow, they move through different stages of development. From hatchlings, they become what we call juveniles. These young crocs are more independent than when they were babies. They start to explore further from their hatching spot, venturing out. They learn to find their own food and avoid bigger dangers more effectively. Then they become sub-adults, the teenagers of the croc world. They are not quite fully grown yet, but much larger, and they are much more capable hunters now. They can tackle bigger prey like small mammals or water birds. They are well on their way. Apex predators, rulers of the river. After many years of growing and surviving all those dangers, they finally make it. It can take anywhere from 10 to 15 years for most species, or even longer for some of the really big species like salters. They become adult crocodiles, fully mature and powerful. And boy, are they impressive animals to behold. They are now at the very top of the food chain in their environment. They are what we call apex predators, the top dogs. This means that healthy adult crocodiles have no natural enemies. Nothing out there really hunts them. They are the hunters. Adult crocodiles are masters of the hunt. True professionals, they are ambush specialists perfectly built for stealth and incredible power. They can lie incredibly still in the water for hours on end. Often, only their eyes, ears, and nostrils are visible above the surface. They look just like a harmless floating log to unsuspecting prey. An animal like a zebra or a wildebeest comes to the river's edge. It bends down for a drink, unaware of the danger. Then, with explosive speed and force, the crocodile strikes. Its powerful jaws clamp down with immense pressure. What an incredible hunter. These top predators are super important for their environment, truly. They play a crucial role in keeping ecosystems healthy and balanced. By hunting, they control the populations of other animals in the area. This prevents any one species from becoming too numerous and overgrazing. They often prey on sick or weak individuals. This helps to keep other animal populations strong and healthy overall. They are like the cleanup crew and the regulators of the river systems. We really need these amazing reptiles in our world to keep things in check. They are vital. So from a tiny, fragile egg to a mighty river king or queen, the life cycle of a crocodile is truly a wonder of nature. It's an incredible journey of survival and growth. They are ancient survivors, having outlasted the dinosaurs themselves. They are perfectly adapted to their life in the water and on land. An interesting fact, the temperature of the nest can decide if a baby croc is a boy or a girl. How cool is that? We must continue to respect and protect these incredible animals.